Heading out on the road. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets. They pulled off a first-round win in last year's playoffs, but it took them 7 games. That one went the distance.
And they're facing a team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity beats contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Now, here's Brown. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Shot clock at 3. Got a piece of it. Durant with the steal. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And there's the try. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Tatum drives in. Pass to Richardson. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time.
Nicholas Claxton.
That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. It's Brown on the wing. 5 on the clock. Shoots over KD. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Outside Irving. Harden outside. Takes the 3. And they get it back. Irving looking over the floor. From past the arc. James Harden good for 3.
This is Harden's mindset. Consistent at attacking and looking to shoot off the catch.
Brown drives in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. So you have to bring much faster help than that.
Kyrie Irving
hits it from 3-point range.
All Irving needs is a little room to fire. Once the screen comes his way, he's going to score the defense.
Outside Tatum. Going inside. And the dunk by Tatum.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
And when Harden is going strong at the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Now, here's Schroeder after Jaylen Brown's miss. In the corner, Tatum with it. A 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Left side, Williams. It's tipped. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Schroeder with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. Schroeder surveying the floor. Stolen by Harden. Nobody near Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Tatum. Over Harris. Can they get it? Brown. And Durant sends it back.
Tremendous defender. Durant's length can create major issues.
Aldridge with it. He started by Williams. Back to Durant. 5 to shoot. Irving drives in. He can't get it to go. So the Celtics will take it the other way. In the corner, it's Richardson. Outside, Tatum. Driving the lane. And the turnover again by Boston.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, Enes Kanter.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. It's Harden with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first.
All right. Look who's coming on.
And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. I asked him what his main focus will be to try and slow down Kyrie Irving's production. Coach told me with Kyrie, you can't give him space to create, ever. So we'll send some doubles and make sure we don't let him get comfortable. Well, that's as good an approach as any, I suppose. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Irving.
The basket good off the assist from Durant. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 9.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And it's good for 2.
Well, maybe shooter's greatest attribute is beating people off the bounce. Nice play.
To the middle. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Assisted.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Back to Aldridge. From deep 3-point range.
Aldridge.
And the Nets, another 3.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball. Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Now here is Aldridge. 5 points in the game. To the inside. Outside for KD. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Off target from outside. Brown wide open. He fires. Boston again missing.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Celtics trail by 21. Inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Oh, impressive ball handling from Tatum. He attracts the other team's focus and then finds.
All right. Look who's coming on up to the court. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
Nets leading by 19 points. Now, here is Harden. 7 points in the game. Over Richardson. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Ennis. And Ennis slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Harden, no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Smart misses.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time.
Harden, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Now here's Williams. Shoots over Mills. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. It's going to be on James Harden. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
He's a point guard. I mean, the point guard's command in the pick and roll. Harden, he always reads it perfectly.
Pass to Mills. Kicks it out to Harden. Three-pointer. For just the fourth time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Now here's Smart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Pass to Mills. Harden surveying the D. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Brooklyn ahead, opening up a huge...
Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
The defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
Here's Brown. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Brown's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Boston. Irving with it. Picked up by Brown. Right side Millsap. The three from KD. Sinks the three-pointer. Durant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Brown. And the layup's good off the glass.
Now, with great physical and athletic tools, Brown's adept at pushing past contact.
Pass to Millsap. Outside Irving. Shoots over Brown. Irving can't hit. And Boston has possession. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. We talk so much about Tatum's influence, Chris, at the offensive end. But he's become an impact defender as well.
Instincts, limp. You see he's got added muscle. I mean, Kevin, that's what the best players do at this position. Think about it, LeBron, Kawhi, KD. All lockdown defenders when they put their minds to it.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Down low. Irving up top. Lets it go with a three.
Kyrie Irving.
That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Irving's got 14 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Tatum with it. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Millsap a screen. Right wing. And here's Mills from the arc.
Mills.
And the Nets, another three.
Yeah, this looks like a three-game shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Your Celtics dancers. Coming onto the floor for the Nets.
So it's the Celtics now. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin.
Brooklyn.
Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Irving, good look. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That's such great pace to Kyrie's game. I mean, the mid-range J just works well for him.
Pass to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Back to Parker. Schroeder outside. Now here's Williams. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Takes a three. Good D by Irving.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal
And you think
foul.
back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
Screen by Parker. Tatum drives in. And the dunk by Tatum.
Excellent control from Tatum. The assertiveness he displays on these possessions is why people love this guy.
Irving.
Kyrie Irving.
That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Brooklyn with the ball. From the arc. Rebound by Parker. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. Outside Tatum. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
To the paint. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's his first.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Nets making a switch here. Well, for a lot, Chris, the mid-range shot has fallen out of favor in the past decade or so. Do you think that trend will go the other way at some point?
Well, let's talk about it, Kevin. The mid-range shot didn't fall out of favor with champions. Golden State, don't they shoot mid-range? Oh, yeah, they did. Toronto, didn't they shoot mid-range? I think so. Let's see, who was before that? LeBron's teams? Cleveland, Miami, did they shoot mid-range? Yeah. So I just want to change that statement and narrative. Everyone, check it out. Winners, yeah, they have mid-range games. Those that don't have any mid-range games, they haven't won a championship.
And here's Schroeder. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And he's able to get it back. Durant with it. He's picked up by Parker. Here's Ennis. The three. Rebound by Parker.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Smart. Boston, no good that time either. Outside, KD. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. It's Smart with the drive.
Brooklyn foul.
And what impressed me about Smart last year, and we're seeing it this year as well, his patience and precision as a playmaker.
At the line, Marcus Smart.
So he comes up empty at the line.
You have to love Smart's aggressive style on the court. I mean, whether it's on offense or defense, he's always killing himself, trying to make an impact.
Clock at 6. Here's Irving. Releases from the wing and drills it. Irving's got 12 now in this quarter. And the assist totals show how far Smart has come.
Averaging around 3 dimes a year at the start of his career. He's now doubling that effort when given the minutes. Good sign for him and this team.
On the wing, Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Beyond the arc. That shot off. Stolen by Harden. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Over Johnson. Double team on Aldridge. Good work there as it goes. Aldridge has got 7 points in the game.
Refusing to let the D have the last word. Aldridge just excellent at converting on physical defense.
Richardson outside. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. A shot off that time. And the Celtics going the other way now.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Kicks it out to Johnson. It's tipped.
Out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston ball.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Coming onto the floor for the Nets.
1:52 left in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. Off the left rim and out.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
To stop the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 8. Harden left side. Irving for 3. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. And here's Richardson outside. And he gets it back. The kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 5. There's the drive. Misses the baby hook. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Pass to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Aldridge. Rebounded by the Celtics. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brown inside. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You like to get him the ball inside.
Outside Irving. Pass to Harden. Back to Irving. Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pass to Richardson. Here he goes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden. And Greg at 6'5" and 200 pounds. Not the most imposing frame for Josh Richardson, but he is a quality defender.
Well, a lot of it is between the ears. I mean, the plus wingspan helps, but it's that competitive will that enables him to hold his own.
Outside for KD. Here's Irving. He's got 23. Pass to Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's something we saw a lot from Brown as an amateur. Ability to draw fouls and get to the line.
At the line.
And for everything he provides on offense, Chris, Brown's defense is just as impactful.
Kevin, strong, tough, quick twitch athleticism, and he plays with tremendous pride.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Brooklyn ball.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the technical free throw is good.
And if you want to get your money's worth as a spectator of this game, or you want to see Kyrie on the floor, the man knows how to put on a show.
Inside. Boom, he chips it straight down.
Assist goes to
Great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Tatum on the wing. He takes it in.
Yeah, Tatum's a good ball handler. Manipulates the pace. I mean, gets to wherever he wants to go.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Boston now. Richardson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Irving for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
For 3.
Irving's got 27.
He's a dead-eye shooter from distance. When you give Kyrie any daylight to fire, he'll take it.
Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Claxton.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Harden can't hit. And it's the Celtics ball. Here's Tatum. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. So it's Brooklyn now. Harden outside. Here's KD. Here's Claxton. And the rejection by Tatum. Brown feeling it out a bit. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Next costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
It's Durant on the wing. Back to Harden. Outside, KD. Now Harden. 12 points for him. And again, it's the Nets missing. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Now here's Richardson. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Don't forget, Harden's won an assist title. I mean, James can really dish it.
Here's Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. Starting with the 2021 season, the G League welcomed the Ignite team. Few top prospects to join it. Skip college. Chris, how do you like it?
You know, I think it's great. I mean, getting 17, 18-year-olds into pro ball, when you really know that's where they want to end up. The grueling schedule is a huge adjustment. The physical aspect, eating right, working out, time management. I think it's a great step to help you prepare for this tough league we call the NBA.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Harden. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got 14 points for the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Brown right side. Back to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Boston ball.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
To the floor for the Nets.
Brown with it. 12 points for him. Driving inside. Good work defensively by Millsap. Harden right side.
Boston foul. Grant Williams. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Harden outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
It's Brown on the wing. Boston, no good that time either. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. And with their young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. Tatum, no good. And it's Millsap with the ball for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Smart. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 14 points for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, how about the balance from Tatum? Now look, he absorbed the contact like a champ and scored despite it.
For 3, Harris. Great D that time from Tatum. Three-pointer. Tatum with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
KD with it. Out guarded by Smart. From deep, Harden. A rebound by the Celtics.
Can't quite find his three-point.
touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
Left side, Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Misses off the right iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Harden outside. Unloads from 13. And hit that one.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
And the Nets miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Parker. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brooklyn. Fans, your Celtics answer.
So both teams changing it up here.
The lineup for the Nets.
Outside Irving. Can they get it? And they'll get another chance. And the foul called on Joe Johnson.
Joe Johnson.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. They get it back. Aldridge.
Smothering defense by Smart. He's about as good as he gets on that end of the floor.
Aldridge.
Shooting.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Joe Johnson picks one up. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing, not giving them an inch of space out there.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And it's sent back by Aldridge.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot.
Stolen by Smart. .40 seconds left to play in the third. Mills in the corner. Puts it up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And here's Richardson. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Out left to the wing. Releases. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Smart on the wing. No good on the last second attempt there.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And so it's Brooklyn sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We come back right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And here are the Nets. Outside Irving. To the inside. Over to the left wing. Top of the key. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Pritchard. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Just take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Pass to Ennis. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Out to the wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Irving isn't afraid of getting physical inside, showing big-time strength to pick up the foul.
Celtics making a switch here.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
He hits the second from the line.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
Here's Pritchard. From 13, it's hauled in by Thomas.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Blake Griffin.
And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is. And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
For 3, Harris. A shot missing. So the Celtics will take it the other way. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Inbound violation.
That's just his first turnover of the game. He's been making good decisions out there. Well, until that one anyway.
Pass to Pritchard. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in... all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Harris with it. He's picked up by Parker. Pass to Claxton. Down low. Out to Harris. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
This is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Celtics ball.
Parker left side. Here's Fernando. It's hauled in by Claxton. It's the Nets now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Harris looking it over. Nets with the new shot clock. Thomas gets a wide open look. And they recover it. Outside for Griffin. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Inside. Fernando pulls it in. The Celtics on offense. They set the pick. Here's Pritchard. Boston needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Pass to Claxton. No good. Shot missing. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Driving to the basket. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You see how creative Schroeder could be, able to torch defenders in the pick and roll.
And here's Harden for 3. The rebound by the Celtics.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
And he makes that one.
No. The work Griffin puts in the weight room pays off again. He takes the contact and muscles it into the bucket.
Here's Schroeder. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
His 5th personal foul.
And free agency unkind to Dennis Schroeder over the summer. Bet on himself to get a bigger deal in the offseason. And cap space drying up quickly. And he just lacks suitors. He eventually catches on with this team, but this wasn't the ideal scenario.
2nd team foul.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth. So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Schroeder outside. No one near him. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Richardson. A slam dunk by Richardson.
Good recognition right there by Schroeder. The defense got crossed up, and he made him pay.
Richardson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. It's tipped. Shot on the wing. Doesn't go that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Looking to get it going. And yes, it's good.
And Harden's pull-up jumper is just ridiculous. So quick, so lethal.
Williams a screen. The drive by Schroeder. Can't get it to fall.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
They're playing at different speeds. Harden can lull you to sleep by dribbling. A moment later, fly right by.
Richardson left side. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Harden with it. Williams picks him up. Pass to Millsap. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
They get it again. They shoot again. And Williams lays it in.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Pass to Mills. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Now Schroeder. Driving in. It's in.
And with how fast Schroeder plays, the floater fits his game. I mean, he doesn't even have to stop to get the...
Is always the, and I like a little sassiness, a lot of class, mommy reaching your